Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, you and the respondent had to wait for close to an hour before the judge came out. Is it customary to
Yes,
begin
we,
with?
we, we had argument this morning. The judge inducted argument this morning. He reserved ruling. It was time for 3:30 and we came 3:30 for the ruling.
The judge now has placed a permanent injunction on the election. What does that mean for you?
That's what we asked for. So the judge sitting down here, the judge, he doesn't go around the community to look for cases. We came to him through the filing of the petition for declaratory judgment. We filed that petition. We asked him to move the court to place a preliminary injunction on the process for all the reasons we gave to him. Now the judge, he had two arguments. One against, one for, and he agreed with us. And he granted what we asked for. That until you determine the means, action, place on who won the election, you should not move forward with it. Because items that they're using is what we are contesting. And the judge agreed with us.
So do you think that when we go into the merits and demerits of the case, your client will be a candidate in the election?
Look, we repeatedly said this thing, that the attempt by the FA and those who preach the FIFA politics on social media is to re-litigate this man. Ours is to say, look, the Constitution, a whole book, it has several pages of article. Don't go read the one after one, then you close the book. Whereby they will say, in the Bible, they say, children will be a parent, Sunday. Then they close the book. When the parent won't be a children, they close the book. But somewhere in the Bible, it went further to say what the parents should not do. So the same Constitution that you come to argue with, somewhere there in Article 21J, it says, no matter what the crime was, whether you kill human being, whether you broke bank, you took all the money from UBA, you stole in Russia, everything you did, the law prescribes your punishment. The same court that said this man stole. It's simple. How come you listen to the court and say the man stole? You won't listen to the court and say the man stole. There's a punishment I will gain. The Constitution says when it's determined that you committed a crime and a punishment is prescribed, when you serve that punishment, it's like you now committed a crime. All your rights, all your pre-conviction rights are restored. I would say, yeah, all the things when you put them in Jones, you put TIA, your business. The Constitution says when you serve your sentence, your pre-conviction rights are restored. I will ask the court to declare. An attempt to continue to use that is against his right, I would say. Now the second part, I always say, Tanisha, you will not see me there. The play where you will be to say your people vote for you will not see me there. Because that is subjective. It is for the people to decide whether they want to vote for Raji, who have been stayed on in the whole war, or the men who were in Orange Johnson. It's subjective. You're deciding, you're going to the stakeholder and say, no, you don't vote for the man because he has bad character. It's subjective. But the law says you must allow him because that defect has been killed. That's what we're saying. How we ever?
So
how we ever?
Very lastly from my end,
yeah.
What happens? Because I heard the judge say pending
the
hearing for declaratory judgment.
No, the judge agree with us. We ask the court that until you determine a substantive matter, then the process stop. And they change the for the 18th to the 25th to the 27th, they will go. When the job finish, when the thing they go, then they go and put 2 days on the add 2 days on the same registration. Oh, keep your computer, you carry it for you. You want it? All your teacher in that print your petition, your program, you know, carry where you want to do your salary, your facing, you want it? Until the substantive matter is determined.
Is there a likelihood that election will be held on April 18th?
Oh, you tell me. The law say the date for the election should be 30 days more than the deadline for registration. Yeah. So if the election will be on the 18th of August or April, you tell me, all I want to school, what are the 18th of April and 30 days beyond the so it's not possible.
So finally, before we
it's not possible. So the election may finish for April. If April I go sleep on our way.
So let me ask this question on you. I'm not a legal man, precisely. But
of course,
I want to know what was Mr. Yasia's contention in its final statement. Because
To be honest with you, I wish you knew myself.
Finally, before we speak
to
Cassell, the FA have argued that Liberia risks being banned by Cassell's continuous litigation in court. What do you have to say?
no, to tell you the truth, I don't leave my house, come here to be running behind post speculation. Saying like Koitamo, you know what will happen there, you go look for it. They want to read on the book, it's none of my business. Look, that is all. You heard the argument in there. The Supreme Court has said the amplifier was breaking the Constitution. The Supreme Court has said in numbers of cases that no law means the character law, the UN law, ECOWAS law, the scoreboard law, FIFA law, UEFA law, that no law. It says no law. So how you fix it? Who you getting FIFA to call? The Supreme Court has said in this 43,000 square miles that any law, no law that runs contrary to the Constitution will stay, regardless of where it comes from. So what are you're talking about? You can go to FIFA, you a ban. FIFA law is part of the no law. No law. So tell me, I ask you today, if FIFA put in a law and says any nationality can be president or citizen, so we'll bring Brazilian man name president because he's in FIFA, whatever. Okay, the other question I ask you, say who going by all the teams in FIFA about why all the teams in Liberia get a system of Real Madrid get? Say that FIFA, but you go to FIFA, but you close it. Secondly, let FIFA be with no year again, the election finish. By the time election finish, the FIFA will close. So FIFA law qualifies as the no law that runs contrary to what's in the Constitution. We stay, no matter how you feel. That is all. Tie your faith. Call FIFA. That your business. It says, when any law runs contrary to what's written in the Constitution, and law with that.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Cole, how do you feel today? The permanent injunction has been placed on the electoral process until your rights can be interpreted and or restored.
Listen, we some are all from a Christian background, and we have faith in whatever process that we put our hands in. So we have faith in this process. We believe the justice system in this country is one of the toughest systems. We believe that it's fair for all. It's not just for Mr. Paul, it's for Mustafa Raji, it's for the Federation, it's for everybody. Laws are placed in statutes, in books, in decrees, and what have you. But at the end of the day, we are not the one that interpret those laws. We bring it to the people that are experts for that purpose. So that is why we have competent lawyers on our legal team, in person of Anthony Howard, in person of Councillor Arthur Johnson, Councillor Jimmy Bomo. We have a very good legal team, strong one, that we believe can take us to where we are going. So at the end of the day, we are blessed. We give glory to God for this moment, and we know that we were called to serve. That is why we are here. We were called to serve our people in Liberia. We were called to transform football in this country. We were called to change the game. We are game changer. So at the end of the day, we know that the favor of God will always be on our side. We are not here because we want football money. If we decide to stay out of football, guess what? We're going to be saving a lot of money for our own family. I am the biggest spender when it comes to Liberian football. I'm the biggest investor. I've invested hugely in the game. There's nobody, including Mustafa Raji, can compare the level of investment that I put in this game, in this nation. So at the end of the day, if I'm asking for a fair play, for a fair spot to get on the ballot, I believe that everybody's supposed to be happy enough and open enough to grant that opportunity. Yes, we agree. I have never shied away from the fact that I committed crime. Who don't commit crime? The only person that don't commit crime is the one that hasn't got caught. Because if you check everybody interviewing me here today, including the Mustafa Raji man, somebody have committed crime. He himself has committed crime. But the difference between he and myself is I was caught. He wasn't. So at the end of the day, we are here to serve. We are only asking Mustafa Raji, the executive committee, and the football community, give us the opportunity to serve so that we can transform the game. African Cup of Nations used to be 16 teams. Now it's 24 teams. Come on, man. What more you want from Raji? He's not going to deliver what you want. African Cup of Nations in 2014, and yet and stay. Liberia has been absent from African Cup of Nations for approximately 2 decades and going. So at the end of the day, some of us is asking, give us the opportunity. We want to change it for Liberia, not for ourselves. I am going to bring back into football. What has Raji done? Everyone is pre-thinking that Raji have done this, Raji have done that. Raji has done nothing. If you take the woman that is selling pure water on the street and make her FA president, everything that Raji achieves, she's going to achieve it. You know why? Because it's FIFA project. FIFA has a blueprint for these projects. FIFA is going to give the same money they gave to Guinea-Conakry, the same money they gave to Comoros Island, is the same money they're going to give to Liberia for the FIFA, from the FIFA Forward program. So that woman is going to build the same stadium Raji is building. That woman is going to put the same artificial turf, and she's going to do the same thing. But the difference, what set me apart from Raji is my ability to bring extra funds into the game. It's my ability to do something different. Under our regime, we're going to do what Raji hasn't done. That is to bring the extra cash that Liberia football needs. You cannot depend on FIFA money alone. So we are asking the stakeholders to give us the chance to serve. And we understand that there's a propaganda going around here talking about FIFA going to ban Liberia because of some of the actions we are taking in the court. These things are myths. We believe FIFA is the governing organization that understands it better than you and I. FIFA doesn't need the LFA approval to ban Kasekwo. FIFA is going to ban Kasekwo if they notice that Kasekwo is going contrary to what he's supposed to be doing. My action is not taking football matter to court. It's taking matters regarding my constitutional right to our local court. FIFA cannot leave from Zurich and come adjudicate matter in our country. Our country got laws. We have to abide by the laws. So that is why my lawyer literally explained to you guys. So what I'm asking all of you people is to send the good news out there. We are grateful for the first step. The process of the election is deemed stopped at the moment, and we are going to the next process. The next process is to adjudicate the matter, to ascertain whether we should be given the right to contest based on constitutional facts. So if we are given the right, we are asking stakeholders to align with us. We need change in this nation. You want to go back on that field and know that Liberia will beat Tunisia again. You want to go back on that field when Liberia have one more opportunity. When she plays South Africa in South Africa and drew with South Africa 2-2, you needed a draw in Liberia. You need an FA president that is more qualified, that is more thoughtful, that this is the screw. You have to put that screw in place so that you can get the nation to African Cup of Nations. Kasekwo is the rightful person. Stakeholder, choose Kasekwo, choose football. It is written in the scripture, say, I have given before you life and death. Choose death. Choose life that you may live. Choose death and you will die. It is clear. Liberia football needs improvement, needs development, needs a structural precedent. Now, I'm asking you, choose Kassel so that football can improve. Choose Raji so that football can be stagnant. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Send to every president. So that was the voice of Pastor Anthony Kuhn here at the Civil Law Court where the Civil Law Court just placed a permanent injunction on the LFA election process. Going forward, every activities regarding the election has been injunction have been placed on it so far. So this is from British Africa, and you've been following live from the court. We have a hearing as early as 11 o'clock, and both lawyers presented their argument, and the court listened to those arguments, and these things were being heard and came out. The result ruling on the 3 o'clock, but we have a little delayed in the process, and the delay was, I don't know the result of the delay, but the ruling was kicked out at 4:18 when the judge appeared at the court to give the ruling regarding this matter. And finally, we have gotten the end result of the LFA election. A permanent injunction has been placed on the process so far. Here are the civil law codes. So the LFA election scheduled for April 18, 2026 will not go on as planned. So thank you for following, and this is from Prince Africa Alive.